Auburn Tiger at the point. Johnson goes to deny, step back, big three from the corner. Strip it half court, 3 on none, Broom with a flush.
And you've got to create shots for these guys by relocating. And just the pressure right there of Broom making the steal. Just a smart basketball IQ play by Johni Broome.
Thing Auburn's had tonight, Coach. Good ball movement. Here Johni finds space and knocks it down.
They just were not the same team that we saw in January and February.
Inside Broom, left hand good.
Yeah, he gets a step like that, he's unstoppable.
Auburn lead with the basketball, 7 minutes to go in the first half.
Nice pass. Oh,
And
nice
Broome
pass.
has a chance at a three-point play. Francis threw it right into the hands of J.P. Pegues.
Great defense by Cardwell again. We've been saying that a lot tonight.
Inside Broome, quick spin and a left hand off the window.
You cannot let him go over that right shoulder. On some post up right here.
Broome.
Yeah.
Tie ball game.
Tell you.
We get 4 more rounds of this?
Everything we thought it would be.
There's Broome. Again with the flush. Auburn up 2, 3:40 to go. Looking for their first regular season non-conference win against the top 4 team. JoJo Tugler's 2 free throws. He's the 4th Cougar in double digits. But Houston still down 2. Look at that pass inside. Broome got it again.
In their first game against Louisiana, the Raging Cajuns, they were down 10-0.
They didn't score until about the 12-minute mark as Johni Broome found some space, floats it in. And a turnover. The Tigers want to get out and run. Broome, Euro step off the glass, coach. He caught him unstoppable earlier. Goes up, and he is smothered and drowned. Pettiford got 8 points all in the second half. Broome goes up. He cannot be stopped without having to rely upon the 3. And look, if any team can rely upon the 3 this year, it might be Auburn. They've got plenty of skill there. But Johni Broome waited so long.
He had a slow start, but he's got 10 points in his first half and becoming difficult to guard.
Nice move. Here's Broome. Boy, quick first step. Broome will try for 3 and rips the net.
He might shoot another one right here.
He wanted it. He gets it and throws it down. We have seen the entire arsenal here in the first half from Lane. Broome, easy putbacks. Turnover by the Tigers, back the other way. Johni Broome says, not tonight.
You know, Broome just has that ability to stay away from the contact. Bad pass. Here's the steal. Now watch Broome. He gets away from the offensive player.
Kept alive by the Lions. A little floater in the lane, a little short. Johni Broome with the rebound. He's got 11 of those with his 17 points and give him 19. Looking for 20. They don't have an answer.
This is J.P. Pegues. Transfer from Furman. Now Broome with the soft touch.
T.J. Otzelberg going to trust his veteran guards to stay out of foul trouble here.
And that one goes for Johni Broome.
Making energy and effort plays to get his team an extra possession on the offensive end.
Broome tries a 3 and knocks it down.
Want to put the ball in the hands of Baker Mazar. He's been the guy that's got you here.
Jones doesn't go the tip by Broome.
In the same season over a top 5 opponent.
And with that tip in, and they get it into Broome. A 3rd-year Tiger, one of the most accomplished players in all of college basketball, and he goes right to work. Broome Back to the basket against Washington again. And Washington got a piece of that one. Jalen Withers trying to save it, but Broom able to control it and lay it in.
Programs in college basketball history, so to be able to complete that comeback, tying their second biggest comeback, trying to guard him as he's able to find his way to the rim once again.
7 points now for Trimble. It's an 11-0 run for Carolina. Broom finally applying the tourniquet.
Soft touch.
Kicks it to an open Pegues. Broom with the offensive board. Steps behind the line and knocks it down.
Sahad Pettiford knew it was good than the Tar Heels throughout this first half.
What a stuff by Chaney Johnson. Highlight reel material. Then the block by Lubin, but Johni Broome,
who has performed well in this tournament, he banged up his knee a couple of times, but each time has come back. Johni Broome buries a three, or so I've heard. Pettiford not there. Great offensive rebound and put back by Broome. He's all over the place.
He makes sure to say that.
Great pass. Pettiford to Broome.
Well, it's been a difficult day for Memphis because of the way that Auburn has played at both ends of the floor. But I'll tell you, Colby Rogers is an impressive player.
2 more for Broome. Again, 1 week from tonight, Auburn at Duke as part of the SEC-ACC Challenge, and you can see it right here on ESPN. 2 more for Broome. Pettiford around the screen from Broome. Shovel pass and a lay-in. Beautiful 2-man basketball.
If you over-pursue.
Baker Mazzara into Broome. Another slip and another bucket. And again, Broome slips and he slams, and it's a 2-point game.
Which is a very good program in the European ranks. One of their famous players, Peja Stojakovic.
Inside, too strong. Johni Broome with 6 points in that first half. Looking for his offense here and that turnaround jumper. Inside, they're looking for Broome, and that soft touch gets the bucket.
It feels like they get bored sometimes on the offensive end, and they have poor shot selection. So, like, obviously right here, making a priority.
Baker Mazzara with a little look-away pass.
Make him go over that left shoulder. And look, that's his comfort spot.
Hoffman-Wren is very good out of that short roll, but Dylan Cardwell made him make a tough 2 over him.
How about Broome with an early 3?
Well, you turn the ball over. Great read of the pass by Braden Smith. You saw Auburn going into that flex action. He just read it so well.
Broome making it look easy sometimes. People you'll meet in college basketball, to which Jay said, who are the other 3? And then we got into it for a little bit. Broome with a tough catch and an easy finish.
You're still seeing Purdue having to make individual plays. They can't really run anything against this Auburn defense.
How about a no-look pass? Chad Baker Mazzara. To repeat a point from earlier, Purdue has been so dependent on their big 3. The C.J. Cox 3 at the end of the first half as Broome scores again.
Short side to Johni Broome. From a quiet night with 4, give him 6 with a left-hand floater.
Right there.
Broome cleans it up and puts it in. Monmouth scored the last 2.5. That'll continue thanks to Johni Broome. Inside to Cardwell. Back to Broome. He'll try top of the key 3. Perfect. Johni Broome. Aiden Shaw trying to guard Broome, and Johni Broome catch. Soft touch off the backboard.
Great post players, and they get high-quality shots.
Marcus Allen now trying to defend Johni Broome. That's a tough.
When Caden Cedric goes out of the basketball game, his defense against Johni Broome is critical.
Yeah, Broome. In fact, the Tigers now have got 3 players with 2 fouls. Here's Broome.
on Cedric.
Wow.
Oh, sweet touch. Now with 13 points, 5 of 7 from the field is Pope, rejected by Broome. And Kelly lost it. Pope back the other way. Tipped out to Kelly. To Broome, he dunks it home. Here's Johni Broome with it. From the baseline, knocks it down. Here's Broome. Onoyema. And just bodies his way in for 2, count the bucket and 1.
And then it's just big body on big body, and Johni Broome wins.
Onyema going right at him. And blocked by Broome. I think that's his 3rd. To Broome with 5. Doubled with 2. Fades. Got it! Johni Broome.
Tells you the aggressiveness. Broome is trying to work in here from a mile away. That is a difficult shot.
Broome the turnaround short. Boy, it is physical underneath the basket. Broome will lay it in. Kelly. Broome for 3. Got it. Amphibious. Jahan Pettiford, McDonald's All-American. Off to Cardwell. Cutting his Broome. Scoring his Broome. Good shot blocker defending him in Okpara. Broome banging his way into the paint. Up and in. Broome one-on-one with Okpara. This has been a good battle tonight. Broome no. Got it back and finishes.
So, of course, some of the best teams in America. The latest was on Saturday against Alabama. So it is a spirited crew. This is Broome going to work again. Help your offense out. 6 points for Carter. I thought I heard a whistle. Might have been a goaltend whistle, so no free throw. Broome spins on the freshman, and Johni Broome is the #1 team in America. So they get the timeout and then the turnover. Lob it up to Broome. Wow, how about the nimble agility? So 6 on the shot clock. Chris Moore, bounce pass to Broome, just checked in. Oh, that is pure. Off the window and down. Defensive patience.
Averages 16 points a game against ranked teams, and of course, Ole Miss 23 in the rankings. But Murray trying to get to the rim.
Broome will launch it up there and swish it in, the triple. 1 second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Broome to make a move again, another 3 on the way, and he got it! Broome up top, bouncing for Baker Mazzara. Back to the big. Looking to shoot it, and banked up and in. He made it and drew the foul, too.
Oklahoma not turning the basketball over, defending at a high level and rebounding.
Johni Broome lets the defense fly by. That's an and 1.
From behind the three-point line in league play, Oklahoma can shoot it as well. I like the fact that the Sooners have not backed down to this pace, though.
Broome coming through.
Big boy. Beautiful execution.
Sooners actually out-rebounding Auburn 9-4 over the last 8 minutes, helping them stay in this game.
Broome gathers himself.
Those are the kind of rebounds that Florida needs to come up with in this game.
Broome going to work on Condon. Trying to get back to that left hand and somehow gets it to go. Ruben Shinyulu into Aberdeen and another block. This time by Broome.
Coming back a step to the ball.
Broome one-on-one, isolated with Shinyulu. The spin and the finish.
Just take a little bit of time off, then Auburn doesn't get into anything till about 16 on the clock. Good pass.
Broome banks it home and a foul. Pettiford behind the back, now finds Kelly. Pettiford open in the corner. And Broome will get the roll.
Bulk of that production coming from Johnson. And now it's Broome. On carry, backs his way in and lays it up. Full season like this.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys, they're human. They get tired on occasion.
Absolutely. It's great preparation for March Madness. Not outscore Florida. North Carolina tried it. You know, it'll be a great game when you look at any team that can score points in a hurry.
Broom on the attack.
Alabama likes to play at as fast a pace as any team in the country, and with all the great things in the Iron Bowl on the football side, the rivalry there, they've never had a 1-versus-2. They got one here in basketball.
Balanced by Chaney Johnson. Looked like he was going to fall backwards for a second there.
Open is Broom. Got it to go.
Auburn not much better, 1 for 4. 1-point lead for the Razorbacks on the road against #1. Auburn coming off that win as Broom with the slam. Pettiford the find.
I said he was a good partner. That was LeBron who missed that first game. And now Broom for 3. Got it. Dogs stay with the zone look. Baker Mazzara, the blind feed, and Broom better lucky than good. And saves it to Cardwell. And a lob pass nearly hit the scoreboard. Broom, the left hand hammer! Here's Broom, passed on the 3, went with the drive and the flush.
But an awfully impressive performance by the Tigers. They dribble through any of that trap, and Johni Broome saw the lane.
There's going to be the pressure release. He's standing at the elbow, no pressure on him, attack the rack, well done by 4. They were double teaming him, Ratty, before the ball was inbounded.
One-on-one with Morrell, just bullies his way in, Johni Broome.
You know, a lot of good shooting teams. Their best shooter shoots 37%. And that's the worst shooter among these guards.
Broome, his first field goal of the game.
That's the way they started the game, trying to get the ball inside to him.
Won't get it started until late. Talking with Stephen Pearl about their offensive execution at Kentucky, he said, I know what the result was, but I didn't think we executed well. There's Broome.
Confidence, and that's exactly what they'd like to see him do as Broome picked up the foul. Broome a floater, he got it. Baker Mazzara back on the floor. And remember, Baker Mazzara is playing with 2 fouls. Here's Broome, that's a sweet touch. He's going to his right shoulder, Rabbi. You cannot overplay the finals if they win. Good hands, deflection there, and then wide open underneath, Broome. Too easy. Great hands, though, to reclaim the basketball. 1-on-1. Against the freshman. Gets to that left, throws it up and in. Broome adds 2 more. Sometimes you make that one. Broome with a block. Here he comes. They have numbers. Great hustle from behind, but Broome flushes it down. Pettiford, here's the crowd. And Nelson helped. Cardwell offensive rebound. Here's Broome. Spin move, pretty right by Amore, who wasn't interested in picking up his 5th. He follows it, though. They have plenty of time. Broome to tie. We're tied! Johni Broome, corner 3.
Jones into Broome. Spins right along Brakefield for the slam. Tomorrow, if not certainly in the NCAA tournament. Baker Mazzara, good position for Broome, and that's almost automatic. Jones just trying to shoo away Zakai Ziegler, can't do it. Broome at the foul line. Hits again. Johni Broome, 5 for 5. Jemai Meshack in this game is another one. Broome to the right hand.
I don't think Auburn gets near the credit they deserve for being a really good defensive team. Their schemes are excellent.
Broome gets the bounce.
Of this Auburn-Alabama State game. Looking up top, sealing them off, and Johni Broome with his first basket of the game. Last 7 minutes, the only points Auburn has mustered have come from the line. That's the guy you get the ball to, Johni Broome. So key minutes now for Creighton without their big man as Kelly missed it. Broome, another offensive rebound, and a nice little spin. Around and down it goes. Ashworth sets up Neal. Neal slices to the basket. Denied. Johni Broome with the block.
Defense your best offense, and here it is. The block shot.
I thought he took a little skip there, actually. Might have got away with one. Late clock again. Here's Broom in traffic, puts it up and scores. It wasn't pretty, but it goes, and it's a big basket for Auburn.
But once again, it was getting Kalkbrenner out the paint.
They pulled the chair out from under him, a Rick Mahorn move.
Rick appears in more buildings.
Johni Broome, silky smooth.
A little stunt would help.
Good pass
Nice
out of the
drop
post.
step.
Spin on Cheddar. Baker goes.
It's not his elevation. Get between defend. Nice look.
Broome, ball fake.
Pretty.
With the offhand.
Strength in there. Off the bench. Got to take advantage here. Size disparity.
Broome with Cheddar. Broome turns and scores.
They suggest Grant Hill right now. Michigan State goes. Minute. Nice entry. Got to stay at home because he finds shooters.
Broome had a double-double in the first half the other night, and he opens with a bucket.
Little bully ball. Now you got to stunt and help.
Kohler trying to hold his ground. Broome, tremendous post moves. Baker Mazzara, and now isolation for Broome.
A little more of a stunt by Richardson.
The spin. Broome, unstoppable right now.
Too easy. Now this is where you got to be alert off the ball because Broome is a willing passer.
Drop step.
He got away with it.
Broome flips it in.
Little curl arm.
Baker Mazzara slips to the rim, and Broome spins it in. +1. Off the deflection. Keep it moving for Kelly. Back for Broome. Got 3! Wow. Kelly not shy.
Nice hustle by Broome.
It's Broome with the response. Florida has missed its last 6 threes. Down low, Broome. He didn't catch it cleanly initially, but it doesn't matter.
And what a great set. Again, go right inside to this guy.
Broome. Hauke's trying to stick with him. He can't.
You can't.
Can Auburn take the punch?
Much better match here.
Isolation, and he's fouled. Chance at a 3-point play.
And smart.